Our countdown to first pitch in the Great American Conference continues. Our journey through the GAC stops in Weatherford today as we get to visit with Kim Maher, who is the head softball coach for the Southwestern Bulldogs. Coach, picked 11th according to the preseason coaches poll. Trip to the conference tournament back in 2019, but a bit of struggles over the last couple of years. Bring us up to speed on where we are right now heading into 2022.
Well, we're at a lean 17 players this year. There's going to be a lot of new faces. We have 6 returners coming back that started for us consistently in the lineup. So you're going to see a lot of new faces. You're going to see people out of position. And I'm really relying on our 2 pitchers from last year to step up, have, better years. I think there's a lot more maturity in our pitching staff. We have also, I like to call them our super seniors. They are playing their COVID year because they just love the sport or really want to be around me. I don't know if that's the case, but I think they love the sport. So they're going to add leadership as well. What has been really important for us is to have better team chemistry, and that's something they took upon themselves to work on this fall, and I think it's paid off so far, in just the few days that we've been back in regards to, being excited and fired up to practice. We're being more eager to kind of run through a brick wall, I guess you can say, to get things done.
Well, that's nice to hear. I'm sure as a coach, you're excited about players that are ready to run through that proverbial brick wall and get it done. 17 players there on the roster, and that includes Hannah Franklin, one of those seniors you were talking about, and she comes back. She was 3rd in the Great American Conference last season in home run, 5th in total bases, and she led your team batting .366 last season. Another senior as well, and Brianna Simmons, a quality bat for you. I know that you have those position players. It's nice to have them that are fired up and ready to go. Talk about what you're going to see from your position players.
Definitely. Hannah Franklin has so much potential. It's over the years, it's one of those kids that you just wish that would get it and get how good they are and can separate the frustration from being in the moment. Just the other day, we were hitting the outside pitch, and that she put probably 5 over the fence, and it's, if you can just bring that calmness and being in the moment into a game, you are going to be a fierce competitor at the plate. When it comes to defense, she could be at first base, she could be in the outfield, she could, possibly be a DP. It's just, there's a lot of flexibility, but I will tell you what, she will be in our lineup because of what she can bring to this team offensively. I think she's bringing more of a maturity to the plate, which means she is going to be able to separate past performances to what she's trying to accomplish in the moment. In regards to Bree Simmons, she's looking great at third base. Again, that's one of the hardest workers on our team. She wants to win. She wants to compete. That being said, sometimes that can get to you because you're not doing what you think that you're capable of doing. But she's going to have a good year because she's matured as well. I hope so, because they're both super seniors. Not just with Hannah Franklin and Bree Simmons. We have Jewel Lee, who will be in the outfield. She's coming back from elbow surgery, and I wasn't sure what to expect this spring because she wasn't able to throw all fall. She was just doing a throwing progression. She came back, and she's looking good in the outfield. And what is good about Jewel is offensively, she can set the tone for us at the plate.
Well, I would imagine for all of those seniors, and I know as a coach and someone who cares about your players like you do, that you doesn't matter who, if you're coming back for one more year, you want those super seniors to do well and to close out a career on a strong note.
Absolutely. And I would tell them after every year or at the beginning, and you hope this happens at the end of the year, it's like no regrets. And I think that's one of the worst things any athlete could have is regrets of, well, I wish I would have worked out harder. I wish I would have put more time in the barn, the woulda, shoulda, coulda. I want this group of super seniors to walk away knowing they did everything. And it's not just what you do on the field, it's what you're doing off the field with your teammates. Are you building those relationships? Wins and losses, it's a part of the game. It's going to be over and done, but are you creating relationships? Do you have people on the team that are going to be in your wedding? That's what I like to say is, who's going to be your bridesmaids? Those are the type of relationships you want to create.
That's a good way of looking at it. Speaking now with Coach Kim Maher from Southwestern. And Coach, you were talking about two pitchers that return. And those two pitchers made up more than half of your innings pitched last season, a junior in Brianna Cryer and a senior in Alyssa Freeman.
Yes, we're going to miss Grover. Grover was our super senior last year. She threw a lot of innings for us. She obviously mixed speeds. Again, with Bree Cryer and Alyssa, they've matured over the year. I think they both looked back at their previous year and were somewhat disappointed in how they threw. And sometimes that disappointment can fuel you and motivate you to be a little bit better. And, over the summer and even during the fall, they've worked really hard and shown some really good strides. But I have a little secret weapon, a little freshman that we have. So I'm hoping to throw her into the mix as well.
All right. Well, we'll wait to see the secret weapon then.
Yeah. Who is it? Bree Simmons, though. She likes to think she can pitch. So we'll see.
All right. This could get interesting then. Coach, your season gets underway pretty quickly, and you have a number of games in Edmond taking on Division II competition from the Central and from the South Central region. And then you have a series against Cameron. In Lawton, the GAC schedule starts for you against Southern Arkansas, tough series in Magnolia, and it's not until March that you get to actually play a series and games there in Weatherford. So you're going to be on the road to get things started this year.
True, and the way I see that, I'm going to find the positive here. It gives us an opportunity for our grass to get really green for our first home game. Also, the weather can warm up, and it'll be nice to get a lot of games in before we get to play at home to, show what we've done and what we're capable of doing.
Well, that's when it gets underway. And of course, the Lady Dogs getting ready for the 22 season. Coach Kim Maher, thank you very much for taking time with us today. The Southwestern Bulldogs picked 11th according to the preseason coaches poll. We appreciate your time and success to you all this season.
Thank you so much.